I'm Diksha from the Department of Robotics and Automation from Sri Ramakrishna Engineering College. Today I'll be presenting a lecture series on work system engineering and ethics. So, what is work system engineering and why we need to go for work system engineering? Work system engineering is nothing but how an engineering product has been developed or manufactured or produced. So here, what is the purpose we go for work system engineering is only then it will have a flow, like all an product which has been developed from small products to big satellites. Each and every product has a few steps to go through. So for that, a proper planning is required, and that planning has to be carried forward by multiple further steps. So first thing, so how a work can be measured? It is measured in the ratio of output by input. So output here is nothing but the end product, and the input here is 5 M's. So 5 M's are nothing but the material, method, machines, and money. So when a system has to be developed, the thinker or the system which has been developed is formed from the idea of a man or the work of the men. Next is the material. So materials are nothing but the raw materials which are being used, and the method in which a person is going to develop a product, or those are the methods. Next is the machineries. So machineries are nothing but the tools which are used for the product, and the money. So money is the investment for manufacturing a product or producing a product. For everything we need an input. So the input starts from the land or building. So land or building is where a setup is made. So here the product or manufacturing item has been developed here. Next is the raw product or the materials. So material here is the raw product which are used. So for example, if you are going to work in a garment industry, in the garment industry the raw product is the cotton. So cotton or the wool. So here the raw materials will be bought for the developing of the end product. The next one is the machine. So machine are nothing but the tools which are used to form the end product. So next one is the people or the man, so who works for the developing of the product. Productivity. So productivity is nothing but it is the measurement of the work which you have done. So consider an example, a garment industry which works in 200 garments per day by using 20 workers. So here the productivity is measured as 10:1. So how this 10:1 comes is a single man has to develop 20 garments per day, and the garment industry too, it develops 270 garments per day using 30 workers. Here the productivity ratio is 9:1. So in the garment industry too, a single member used to develop 9 products. So comparing both, the garment industry 1 has more productivity when comparing to the garment industry 2. So how it is compared is, the number of inputs used in garment industry 1 is much lesser compared to the garment industry 2. It uses only 20 workers for producing 200 garments, whereas the garment industry 2 uses 30 workers for producing 270 garments. So here a single member develops only 10 products, and in the garment industry 2 the single member used to develop only 9 products. So comparingly, the time and the cost of the product used to which can be used to made is comparatively lesser in garment industry 2 when compared to the garment industry 1. So how to improve the productivity? So how to improve the productivity? It can be done by 5 methods. So one is increasing the output and no increase in input. Say for example, considering the previous example where in garment industry 1 200 garments are produced by using 10 workers. Here increasing the output is it has to be extended to further, that is we used to develop 250 garments per day by no increase in inputs. It is the garment industry uses only 10 people for producing 250 outputs. The second one is the maintaining output but decreasing inputs. So maintain output is nothing but producing 200 garments per day, but decreasing the input is reducing the people count from 10 to 8. increasing output at the same time decreasing the input. So increasing the output is we are increasing from 200 garments per day to 300 garments per day. At the same time decreasing the input. Here the decreasing input it gets reduced from 10 people to 9 people. Increasing inputs while with a corresponding higher increase in output. So increasing input is nothing but increasing the number of peoples. Here instead of 10 people there used to work 15 people with a corresponding higher increase in output. So similarly the output will also be increased from 200 to 300. So decreasing the output with a correspondingly higher decrease in input. So decreasing the output is nothing but decreasing the quantity of the garments from 200 to 150 with a correspondingly higher decrease in input. So similarly the input will also be reduced from 10 people to 5 people. So these are the steps to improve the productivity. That's it for today's video. The next series will be on planning. Thank you.